Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on my channel. I hope you all are doing fine, I hope you all are doing alright. So today we are going to learn a language together again, but today I'm mainly going to focus on the alphabet of a language. And we are not going to learn English today, like you see. Actually it's English, it's in German. Like this is a book for kids who already speak German and want to learn English or have to learn English for school. And yeah, this is what I still found from when I was younger. And so today we are going to use this to learn some German again. I think I already used this book in another video, but today we are mainly going to talk about the German alphabet and also about the pronunciation a bit, because some of you requested this, and I also wanted to make a more advanced video for German, but I think I'm going to film this one first, like about the pronunciation, because like this I covered the basics already, and then you can watch the intermediate level video later on. But I mean, this video that I'm planning to film for intermediate learners, it really will be for intermediate learners. It will be a bit harder, or like really hard maybe at the end, I don't know. I haven't filmed it yet, I just planned it out, like I just planned it a bit, but let's just talk about today's video. So yeah, let's get started. And the book doesn't really fit the screen entirely, but yeah, we're going to start with the alphabet, and I'm going to tell you how each of these letters are pronounced in German, and yeah, maybe give you 2 or 3 words that start with these letters. And then later on we are going to talk about some extra letters and also about some common letter combinations, which I already wrote down. But first of all, we are going to talk about the alphabet. So this is an A in English, and in German it's an A, and yeah, A like in German is wie. You say A wie Apfel, which means A like apple, so A like an apple, and we already see this here. Apfel. No, we don't really see it in the camera over here. Like it's a red apple on red paper on the red background, but A wie Apfel, A wie Apfel. Or an ant, A wie Ameise, A wie Ameise, and A wie Apfel. And Apfel also has PF in it, which is also again a really special pronunciation combination, I feel like. But yeah, we will talk about this later. So Apfel, A wie Apfel, and is Ameise, A wie Ameise. Not the leaf, but the ant carrying the leaf. So A wie Apfel, A wie Ameise, A wie Arbeit. Arbeit means work. Yeah, roundabout. So now we will move on to the next letter, which is a B in English. And it's a B. But when you have it in a word, you don't say B, but you say B, just a B sound. So B wie Bär, bear, B wie Bär, the bear, and there you see it, it's B, bear, or banana, Banane, die Banane. Maybe I should also always use der, die, das, so you can already learn some articles. So it's der Bär and die Banane. And for the A we had der Apfel, and die Ameise. Der Apfel, die Ameise. Der Bär, die Banane. Die Banane. Alright, now let's move on to the next letter, which is the C. And yeah, it's a C in English. C, you kind of see the similarity, but it's not pronounced like ts or something like this. It's more like a K sound, just like in English. In English you say car as an example. And in German you also, like in German, not a lot of words start with a C. In German you use the K, and only in a few words you use the C. As an example, in clown. Clown is, in German you would say clown, the clown, but clown, it's just a slight different pronunciation, just more German, just like saying clown with a German accent. But like in English, you have a lot of words that start with a C, or that have a C in the middle of it, and so on. But also especially a lot of words that start with a C. Also in this picture dictionary, all of the words that will come after this page all start with a C. And in German you don't really have the C that often, just like in English. In English it's the other way around. In English you don't have the K that often. You rarely have a word that starts with a K and then an A. And the same goes for German, but like the other way around, you rarely have a C with an A afterwards or something like this, except for like in names as an example, because if you have the K sound and then an A sound, you would use a K and not a C. This will make sense later on. Like the only words, like now that I think about it, we actually have a couple of words in German which start with a C, but then you always, or not always, but quite often have the H following the C, and then it's pronounced again, like sometimes like again a K kind of sound, or like now that I start talking about it, I immediately have to explain this to you. So some words in German start with a C and then an H. As an example, China is China in German, or China. I think China is the correct German standard version, and you say China in the north of Germany, and in the south of Germany you would say China, I think, sometimes maybe, I don't know. But as an example, chemistry, you write this with a C and then with an H in English, and you do the same in German. So chemistry is Chemie. Chemie would be the standard German, and then in the north of Germany you hear Chemie quite often, like Chemie instead of Chemie, and in the south of Germany you will hear Chemie quite often with a K pronunciation, so it's always a bit different depending on the region. And the same goes with China, and China is the standard pronunciation, or Chemie, China, Chemie. And in the north of Germany you will quite often hear China and Chemie, and in the south of Germany you will hear quite often China, like I don't know if really China, but at least Chemie. And so we will talk about this later again, but there aren't a lot of words that start with a C in German. So now we will move on to the D, and I'm really sorry for my voice today, like it's extremely bad today because it's quite early in the morning, and I'm not, like I haven't, or it's not early in the morning, actually it's quite, like it's the late morning now, but I haven't spoken a lot yet, so I really need to warm up my voice. And normally I do this before filming, but today I didn't have the time for it, so it will sound a bit crispy sometimes, my voice. Now we have the D in English, and it's a D in German, D. And D is pronounced like D. Also just like in English, dog, but what starts with D? Dach as an example, Dach, roof. Dach is roof. Or also here, December, the month. Dach, Dezember. And Dinosaurier, just like dinosaur in English, Dinosaurier. Dach, Dinosaurier. Dezember. Dach and Dinosaurier. Dach, Dinosaurier. Dinosaurier. Okay, now let's move on. And the D is, also just as often as in English, I would say. It's a common letter. Not too much special about it. Okay, now we have the E. And it's an E in English, but in German it's E. And if you say E in German, it's an I. So, this is something to remember. Like it's E, not E, but E. E. E wie Elefant. Elephant. Elephant. And Essen, to eat. Just like in English, it also starts with an E, but like an E in German. Essen. Essen. Elephant. Essen and Elephant. Essen and Elephant. And I'm just going to give you a couple of examples, just one or two always, or two or three, and then we will move on to the next letter because we will still have the time to repeat this later on. So here we have the F, and it's an F in English, and it's also an F in German. F wie fish, and it's pronounced like fish. Actually also just like in English, I think. Fish. Frosch. Like you really see German and English aren't that different from one another. You really see the connections. So it's fish and fish. It's almost the same. And also like it's not written the same, but it's almost pronounced the same. And also frog is Frosch. Also here it's really similar. Frosch and fish. Der Fisch, der Frosch. I forget saying the articles again. What is this? So we had, I think I said it, for the C I only had Clown, der Clown, and die Chemie, and which was chemistry, and China is just, China is a country, so you don't really have an article for it. And the D, der Dinosaurier, and das Dach, and Dach was roof, so the roof is das Dach, and E, der Elefant, and to eat is just Essen. Der Elefant, Essen. Okay. And then it's der Fisch and der Frosch. Der Fisch, der Frosch. Now maybe we can find the fish in the vocabulary now, because then I can explain the writing to you real quick. So over here we have the fish, der Fisch, and here you see it's written fish, like in English it's with an SH, but in German it's an SCH, and SCH is pronounced sh in German. Like it's actually pronounced like the SH in English, but there's a C in the middle. And this as an example explains why a lot of Germans think that bruschetta in Italian, the bread with the tomatoes on top of it, that this is pronounced bruschetta as an example. You will hear a lot of Germans saying this when they don't know how to pronounce Italian, because they will just, whenever they see an SCH, they will be like sh, like this, when it's not like this, like also in English, you wouldn't pronounce it like this. You would be like sk, something like this, but you wouldn't say sh when there is a C in the middle, but in German you do this. This is a really typical German thing and a really typical German way of writing something, I feel like. And SCH means sh. So yeah. Then we have also in Frosch, we have the same situation. Frog, Frosch, and there we have the sh at the end. Sh, Frosch, sh, or like sh. It's not sh, but sh. Frosch. Der Frosch. Just like in shy, but at the end of the word, so Frosch. Frosch. Okay, so here we have fun. Fun is Spaß in German. Also here we see again another really creepy letter. Actually, I need to zoom in now. Like, I normally don't do this with the camera when I'm filming, but otherwise you won't be able to read this, I feel like. So here we have fun, and it's Spaß in German, and sp, sp. This is also a common combination, and this is Spaß, Spaß. Yeah, like it's not Spaß as an example. You don't pronounce it like an S, but again like a sh. So Spaß. Whenever you see an S in front of a P, it's not a sp anymore, except for like in some Latin words, maybe like in like words of English or Latin origin as an example. But if it's a really typical German word, you say Spaß and not Spaß, Spaß. And this funny looking letter, like it looks like a small B, I feel like, but it's an SZ, and an SZ is basically, it's pronounced like S, not like the normal S. The normal S would be Z and not S. Like this is like, I feel like this is the difference, but no guarantee. I really am not professional at all at teaching this, but also here you see friendly, which is freundlich in German. Okay, we have another letter combination. Like the E and the U together, they are like oi. Not freundlich, but freundlich. There are a lot of such letter combinations in German. I really am not at all really prepared for the video because I wrote down some of these combinations, but we already had 2 of these letter combinations that I didn't think of in the first place, like when planning the video. So yeah, this is really, like, there are a lot of these letter combinations. Freundlich, it's not freundlich or something like this. Freu, oi, oin. And owl, as an example, the bird, is Eule. And it also starts like this, oi, Eule. And yeah, at the end you see CH. And this is just like an ich or freundlich. This is the h sound. Like if you see CH, we already had this. Sometimes it's like we had China, Chemie. This is the same sound, but also character as an example. In this case, you would say Charakter and not Charakter, because this is not a typical German word, because character comes from Latin, I guess, or also from English. I don't know where exactly the word comes from, but it's not a word with German origin. Unlike ich, but like chemistry also is not really a typical German word. Like, I don't know the exact rules, because chemistry you say Chemie, but then you say Charakter, no idea. Or choir, this is chor. So as an example, like choir in a church as an example. But yeah, I have no idea how to explain this entirely correctly. So now we have the G in English, but it's a G in German, and it's still pronounced like a G in English. Like in English you say G, and at first I thought maybe like when I first started learning English, I thought maybe you pronounce it like the Italian G, like actually like G, but also in English you say G, so game, go, and only in geography as an example you say G, but normally you say garden, game, always G. g. And it's also a g in German. And here we have the giraffe. Also in giraffe it's like a j in English, but in German it's Giraffe, g, Giraffe. Giraffe, guitar is Gitarre. Die Giraffe, die Gitarre. Die Giraffe, die Gitarre. Giraffe and Gitarre, g, 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 a g sound. Or also here, ghost, Geist or Gespenst, der Geist, das Gespenst. Now we have the H, and this is in H in German, H, H, and H like in Hallo, H like in Hallo, or also here, to hear, hören, hören, and in hören we already have the Ö, but I'm not going to talk about this now. Let's see if we find some more words. Also here, to hate, hassen, hassen. It's like h, like it's a really soft H with the mouth. But yeah, I think the normal H is quite easy. I feel like only ich, with ich, a lot of people have problems with the CH at the end of words, but with the normal H, normally not, like at the beginning of a word as an example. So hassen, hassen means to hate, but this is a really, like we have to look for more positive words here. Herz, heart, das Herz, or heat, die Hitze, Hitze, Herz, Hitze, Herz, Hitze, hören. Heart, das Herz, heat, die Hitze. To hear, hören. Herz, Hitze, hören. Hören. Or hand, Hand, die Hand. Like it's a really soft H. I think you kind of got the idea how to pronounce it now. Now, here they have two letters in the book combined. I and J. I guess they combined this because it's not that common for words in English to start with these letters, I guess. But yeah, like I is E as in eagle as an example. In eagle you can really hear it. Eagle means hedgehog. Eagle is, der Igel is the hedgehog. Eagle or Insel, island, Insel. And the J, like with J, J is not pronounced like in English. In English you say, as an example now, let's just use my name. So in English you would say Jessica, but in German you say Jessica. Like a lot of people also say Jessica, but especially in the north of Germany, a lot of people say Jessica, and it's a y in German. So, or as an example, a hunter, like a huntsman, this is a Jäger, Jäger. And, or jacket. In English it's jacket, but in German it's Jacke. Jacke, not Jacke, but Jacke. Jacke. So I, Insel, die Insel, der Igel, the hedgehog. Jacke, die Jacke, the jacket. So, also here, die Idee instead of idea. Idee, die Insel, der Igel. Also here they have it, jacket, die Jacke, Jacke. But in jeans, as an example, we also say j, it stays jeans. So this is the K, a K, K. K wie König, König, and this is, yeah, a king in English, König, der König, or to kiss, küssen, König, der König, küssen, and also kangaroo is Känguru, das Känguru, der König, küssen, das Känguru. Das Känguru, küssen, der König. And a K, so the K at the beginning of words is much more common in German than in English. As I said, it's the opposite with the C. So you have the K quite often, and it's pronounced just like in English, like K. König, küssen, Känguru. Then we have the L in English, L, and it's just like in English, like a L sound. Löwe, the lion, der Löwe, or the lighthouse, der Leuchtturm, der Löwe, der Leuchtturm. I really have to pronounce it completely, like correctly. Der Löwe, der Leuchtturm. Der Leuchtturm. Like it has a double T, like it's made out of two words. Leuchtturm. And that's why a lot of people just say Leuchtturm, but it's Leuchtturm. Leuchtturm and Löwe. Alright. Then we have the M. The M is an M in German, also really similar, like in English, M. And also here you have a lot of words that are similar, like that start with the same letter, just like in English. So here you have a mummy, which is die Mumie, die Mumie. And here you have a melon, like actually in English it's also watermelon, like this specific type of melon, and also in German it's Wassermelone, but you can just say Melone, so it's the melon, die Melone, Mumie, Melone, and der Maulwurf, the mole, der Maulwurf, and yeah, M is like Maulwurf, Melone, Mumie. Die Mumie, die Melone, der Maulwurf. Alright, M is again a bit more easy. Now I have no idea why they combined N and O in one section, because in both languages, also in English, these are quite common letters to start a word with, I feel like. But yeah. So here we have the neighbors, die Nachbarn. And if you only have one neighbor, you have der Nachbar, and two neighbors, die Nachbarn, der Nachbar, die Nachbarn. Then die Nacht, the night, Nacht, die Nacht, and Nachbarn, or the nut, die Nuss, die Nuss, so N is like Nacht, Nuss, Nachbar or Nachbarn, Nachbar, Nuss, Nacht. And then we have an O, which is an O in German, O. And O, the only words over here that start with the same, like also with an O in German, is orange or orange. Like I don't know which one is the correct version in the standard German, I don't know. Either orange or orange. Orange, die Orange, or die Orange. So now we have P and Q. Okay, it makes sense to combine these two because in English you have some words that start with a Q, and in German you also have some words which start with a Q, but it's not really common. You have much more words which start with a P. So yeah, here we have the parrot, and this is der Papagei, the parrot, der Papagei. In German, the parrot, der Papagei, and piano, it can stay piano, like it stays the same, it's written the same, but it's pronounced differently. Piano, der Papagei, das Piano, or here, also penguin, the penguin, der Pinguin, der Pinguin, or the pepper, der Pfeffer, but Pfeffer is like it starts with a P and then with an F. So this is another letter combination that you will have sometimes, also with horse. The horse, das Pferd, Pferd, and Pfeffer, it's like P and then F, Pferd, Pfeffer. It's not Pferd or Pfeffer, it's Pferd, Pfeffer, with a slight P at the beginning. And then also pizza, also starts with a P, die Pizza. So P is P, and P is like a P sound, just like in English, P. Papagei, der Pfeffer. This is not the best example, so der Papagei, das Piano, der Pinguin und die Pizza. And then we have Q, one word in German which is like a good example for a Q is Qualle. Qualle means jellyfish, so die Qualle. And Qualle starts not only with a Q but also with an U following it. And you always need this letter combination. You don't see a Q standing alone without the U following it. I think it's kind of like a similar situation in English. Like I think this is the case for a lot of languages, for almost all languages I feel like that if you have a Q, an U must follow it, or like almost always. Except if you have like some transliteration from another language and you have like a name with it as an example, but normally the U must follow the Q. So yeah, the only thing I can think of is die Qualle. Qualle, jellyfish, die Qualle. So the R is an R in German, R, and it's pronounced like R. So here we have rubber, das Radiergummi, Radiergummi, das Radiergummi, or rainbow, der Regenbogen, Regenbogen, der Regenbogen, and also here we have rain, the rain, der Regen, and you see Regen also is in Regenbogen. And just like in English, it's rain and then a bow. And it's the same in German. It's Regen and then bow, Bogen. Bogen is bow. So der Regenbogen means, yeah, the rainbow. And der Regen is rain. So it's like an R sound. Radiergummi, das Radiergummi, der Regenbogen, der Regen, and yeah. So now we have the S, and the S is an S in German, but it's not pronounced like, as an example, in English you have summer, and this means Sommer in German, der Sommer, but you don't say der Sommer, but der Sommer, z, not s, but z, der Sommer. Or also all of these words that start with sch, so snow or snowman in English, and this is Schnee, der Schneemann, or just der Schnee in German, and you have again the sh sound, and sh is sch. So yeah, it's der Schnee, der Schneemann. It's just like in English again. Schnee is snow and Mann is man. Der Schneemann, der Schnee. Also die Schere, sh again sch, Schere, Schnee. And spider, Spinne, again S and P, not SCH, but SP. But you don't say Spinne, but Spinne, Spinne. Not spider, sp, but Spinne. Although you only have an S and a P, just like in English, but you still say sp. And ship, Schiff, like a lot of words are similar. Also, as an example, sand. The sand in English is der Sand. Again, it's not der Sand, but Sand. Z, not S, but Z. Der Sand, der Sommer, and so on. Der Salat, not salad, but Salat. Der Salat, der Sommer, der Sand, S. Salty, salzig, salt, das Salz. So not salt, but Salz. Not S, but Z. This is the main difference between the German and the English S. Now we have the T, T in German. And in fact, like, this is also really funny, because if you say T, you can think that a person, like if a person says T, people can think either this person talks about the letter or about the tea, to drink. And in German it's the same. If you just say Tee, people could think you mean the tea, the letter, or people could think you mean the tea, like to drink, the tea, to drink. It's the same. So T is the letter, and it's pronounced like T. Here, trumpet, Trompete, die Trompete, T, Trompete. Tennis, T, Tennis, Trompete, Tee, der Tee. Also to drink, trinken. Yeah, maybe we will find some more words. Yeah, here we have it. Tea, der Tee. And table, der Tisch. Table, Tisch, der Tisch. Der Tisch. Der Tisch. Die Trompete. And tennis. The sport, tennis. If you just say tennis, it's the sport. And if you say Tennisschläger, der Tennisschläger, you mean this tennis racket. Der Tennisschläger. Now we have the U. And this is an U in German. U. Also here, this is the underground train, underground station. Like you can say metro, but you can also say underground. I think in British English you say underground train and station. And in German you can say U-Bahn. U-Bahn, this is like the Bahn is like a train. Or actually Zug is the train, but Bahn is another word for train. And this is die U-Bahn. Die U-Bahn. And yeah, what else starts with a U? Vacation, Urlaub, as an example. Or here, underwear. Underwear is Unterwäsche. It's also the same like in English. It's under. Under means unter. And then wear is also like Wäsche in German, like it's really the same two words combined together in both languages. So die Unterwäsche, Unterwäsche, U-Bahn, die Unterwäsche, and yeah, that's it. Or like vacation, der Urlaub, der Urlaub. Now we have the V, and the V is an V in German, V, and it's almost always pronounced like an F, but sometimes like a W. If it's a foreign word, as an example, then it's pronounced like a W. If it's of Latin origin maybe, or like of English origin, or of, I don't know, Italian origin, and so on, it's often pronounced like a W, or if it's like in a name, you pronounce it like a W quite often. But also, like most of the time, you pronounce it like a F. So, as an example, violin is Violine. Here it's pronounced like a W because this comes from, I don't know, Latin or Italian. This is not the typical German word. That's why you say it with a W sound. So Violine, die Violine, violin. Or also here, vampire, Vampir. It's again like a W sound because it's not the typical German word. But if you say bird as an example, this means Vogel, der Vogel, and here you see it, it's Vogel, der Vogel. And yeah, please don't ask me what the difference between V and F is. Like V is just there whenever it's not really an F sound, but also not an PF sound as an example, as in Pferd, so horse, it's horse starts with a P, although it sounds like Pferd, but it's Pferd. And Vogel is like an F, but it's not really like an F, I guess. I don't know why it's written with a V. But yeah, that's the V. Now we have the last 3 letters. So here we have the W. And this is a W in German. W. Das W. W. But it's pronounced like V. V. And as an example, winter, der Winter, Winter. Or this is the world, die Welt, Welt, die Welt, der Winter, die Welt, der Winter. And this is the Y. And there aren't a lot of words that start with a Y in German, and a Y is an Y. Like this is not at all a common letter in German, not in words. And at the beginning, like the only word I can think of where this is at the beginning of a word is yak, yak. And I'm not even sure if you also say it like this in English. Das yak, so like an animal which lives in the mountains with a lot of hair, which is like a buffalo, but it's a yak. Let me just see. Yeah, it's the same in English, so a yak. A yak. This is like the only word I can think of right now. And then maybe or yoga as an example, like you only use this in words which come from other languages, I feel like. This is like Y. I don't even know how this letter made it into the alphabet, in the German alphabet. I have no idea. Maybe some years ago, like hundreds of years ago, it was more common, I don't know. But not a lot of words start with Y, and it's not at all a common letter, except for like in names as an example, but it's really not at all common. But the Z, on the contrary, the Z, as in zebra, zebra. It's not zebra, but zebra, zebra. Or also the toe on your feet is der Zeh. So it's Zeh, der Zeh, das Zebra. Zoo is Zoo, der Zoo. So it's not zoo, not zoo, but Zoo, Zoo. So there are much more words in German which start with a Z instead of an ypsilon. And this is also why on the keyboard of like for a laptop, for a computer, it's the other way around in German. On German keyboards, like all of the letters stay just like on the English keyboard, but the ypsilon and the z, they are changed around, like their positions are changed because the ypsilon is really commonly used in English and just not at all in German, like really rarely. And on the contrary, the z is just much more used in German, but it's not that common in English. Like still more common, like the z is still more common in English than the ypsilon in German, but it's still not as often used as the ypsilon. Like in English you use the y more often than the z, and in German you use the z quite often, but you don't really use the ypsilon. Alright, so enough talking about this. Now we will repeat all of this, and then I can also tell you real quick which other words we have, like which other letters we have. Also here, let's zoom in one last time. So I wrote this down real quick. So we have like we already talked about the whole alphabet, and then there are basically 4 more letters which you should learn if you want to learn German. So the first one looks like an A, but it has 2 dots on top of it, and this is the Ä. It's not like A, but Ä. So as an example, the apple, der Apfel, and if you have multiple apples, it's die Äpfel. It's not Apfel, but Äpfel. Äpfel, it's Ä, Äpfel. And Ö as in Austria, Österreich. It's not Österreich, not like an O, but like an Ö, Österreich. Actually, it's quite easy to tell the letters apart, you know, like when it's A and Ä, or O and Ö. And Ü, this is a U, but with 2 dots, this is Ü. And this is not, and this is as in, okay, now I can think of some words. As an example, everywhere, if you want to say everywhere, you say überall. And this is the SZ. And as I said, this is not like an S. So if you say summer, in German you say Sommer, Z, not S, not S, but Z, Sommer. And if you say fun in German, it's Spaß, and then it's not Spaß, not Spaß, Z, Spaß, Spaß. It's not Spaß, but Spaß, a bit sharper. The S is a bit more like S and not like Z. This is the main difference. But you don't see this at the beginning of words. The SZ only comes in the middle of words or at the end of words. And then we can repeat some common letter combinations that we had. So here we have C and K. I didn't talk about this one, but as an example, if you say the corner, this is die Ecke, Ecke, and C and K together, they are basically just like a C in English or like a K in German, just like a K sound, but a bit stronger. So it's Ecke, Ecke, K, Ecke, K. And then you have C and H, and this is sometimes like Chemie, so chemistry, Chemie, or China, but also character, or in a choir, like a church choir as an example, Chor, Charakter, or China, Chemie. Or at the end of a word, Dach, ich, Dach means roof, ich, I. So at the end of a word, I feel like this is really hard for a lot of people, the CH. But it's ich, Dach, ich. Like you really need to practice this in order to get it right, I feel like. But if you practice this a bit more, you will also get to pronounce this. Like it's not impossible to pronounce it. It's just really hard, I feel like. And the same as an example, when I learned English, the TH was really hard for me to say the, or health, or thunder, or I don't know, or in the middle of words it's still hard. So feather, it's still really hard for me. And so yeah, like if I just have to pronounce it once, it's alright. But if I had to pronounce it in a tongue twister as an example, it's a different situation. So yeah, I feel like every language has hard parts, or parts that are harder for certain learners than for others. Then we have the SCH, sh, sh, SCH, sh, not sk, but sh, sh. Then E and I, so E and E, and this is I. This is not E, but I, and I in itself means egg, if you just see this, but then with an uppercase E, because I is das I, and if it's der, die, or das, then you write it with an uppercase letter. And yeah, das I, but it's I. This combination is always pronounced like I. Then we have ST. ST is st. It's not st. So here we have Stern, star. And also this is a great example because in English it's star, st, st. But in German it turns into an SCH sound if it's in front of a T. And then it's Stern. Stern, and not Stern, but Stern. Not like in star, not st, but Stern, Stern. And then we have horse again. The horse, das Pferd, not Pferd, but Pferd, PF, Pferd. And then we have Q and U. I even wrote down another word with not qualle, but quack. And then we have SP. SP is also not spider. It's not sp, but Spinne. Again with an SCH or SH in English. The spider, it's not Spinne in German, but Spinne. Like Germans really love sh, I feel like it's Spinne, Stern, something, Schlange, snake as an example, Schlange, Stern, Spinne. And then we have EU, and this is oi. This is always oi, this combination. So as an example, the owl, the bird, the owl, the Eule, then you write it like this, but again with an uppercase E because it's die Eule, and then an L and an E again, Eule, or euch, I am seeing you, multiple people, ich sehe euch. Alright, these are some common letter combinations. And now we can repeat the alphabet one last time. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, Y, Z. A, B, B, C, K, most of the time, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, Z, not S, but Z, T, U, V, F, or V, V, Y, it's like an E or a Y, so yak, it's Y. Or if it's in a name, it can be like an E, like E in German, like an I in English. And then Z, not Z, not the S, but Z. Z. Zebra, Zoo. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. We forgot the X. Also the X in, like, there aren't a lot of words with a X, just words that aren't even like of German origin most of the time. But also here they forgot the X. Okay, then it's not my fault. I really asked myself, where are the words with the X? Yeah, we forgot the X, the X, but it's pronounced like the X in English. So if you say taxi, you say taxi, so it's C, or xylophone, there you even have the Y. I think this is the only reason why they have the Y in the alphabet, because of xylophone. But yeah, okay, we forgot the X. I just thought of it, okay. But like, this is the fall of the book. If they don't write it down, I don't know. Okay, let's do it again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Let's imagine the X, Y, Z. And then äöüß and sz. Alright. I think that's it for today. I am sorry that I forgot the X. I almost forgot the X. But yeah, this really is the fall of the book. So yeah, but we also have the X in the alphabet. So I hope you could learn something today. And I hope I could teach you something. Like, I am not a professional teacher, but I tried my best. I really hope you could learn at least a bit about the German pronunciation today. And yeah, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a like. And if you didn't like it, feel free to let me know why in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching until now if you're still watching. Of course, I hope you've already fallen asleep by now. And see you in the next video. Alright.